We are live. I'm trying to get this situated here. We're back at David's. Got some weird light issues going on here. Let me turn this off. That should be a little bit better. We are a little bit late. That's okay. We're just trying to figure some stuff out here. So we've got two different live streams going on. Part one and part giveaways that we've got going on. We're going to do the Wheel of Destiny, all that fun stuff. We've got two people on. Fantastic. Glad to have you here. We've got some mail today. Let me two things that came in the mail. We're still waiting on a third one. One was from, sorry, I'm getting some error messages with the Wi-Fi here. If anything does go wrong, we'll have to switch the phone. But we've got one which from K Studios, so fantastic. Thank you, K Studios, for letting us have that giveaway. And then the other one was from Doug Kahn. We're going to open that up, and we're going to take a look to see what's going on in that. You're here. Make sure you hit that like button, and we're just going to finish getting set up. Got a couple of regulars usually stop by. We've got some cool stuff to show you. Let's see what we got here. Okay, these are. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna in the later video. We're gonna talk what's gonna be happening. All the stuff that we haven't sent out yet, which we're gonna send out tomorrow morning. We're gonna try to have everything boxed up for you, and we're gonna send it out. What's really cool about this is that I actually have access to my phone. So that means I can look stuff up. We can have it more of an interaction. K Studios here. Fantastic. So right here is that package. We're going to take a look at that today. We got 4 people on. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good deal. Just go ahead and make sure you like the live stream and comment so that we know who's on. Oh, see, whoever that 4th person is, they jump on and then they leave. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's all about, but let's see here. Good deal. Fantastic. So I picked up some stuff yesterday. We're going to start talking about a couple of things here. We're going to open a couple of things. Good job, David. He's got some music going on in the background, apparently. Hey, Michael P. Still admin. Still a moderator. Is that what it's called? I set you up as a moderator last night while we were testing that out. Good deal. Good deal. Let's see here. So first thing I want to show you guys was at GameStop yesterday, and we picked up a couple of goodies. I found that they have playing cards for Xbox and PlayStation. These nice little dented collector tins. Basically, they're just taped closed. I thought that maybe they would have hinges on them, but not quite the case. And so here's the PlayStation ones. Come complete with a Joker. So they're just some fun stuff. Let's see, playing cards in tin. 1 pack of 52 cards plus 2 Jokers. It's officially licensed. All that fun stuff. So we're gonna feature these later in the week. On Wednesday, you're gonna see these come up as well. We'll open them and we'll take a look at them. Let's see here. The cards that we are going to open, here are the Xbox ones. They're just controllers, and then you got the Jokers. So we're going to show these on Wednesday. And then, oh, David's got some nice stuff over there, but that's for later. That's the goodies. Okay. So really what we're getting into today is we're going to be opening up some packages. So why don't we go ahead and start opening some stuff up. David, do you have a tool? He has a tool. He has a tool.
The blade's on the other side.
I don't know how to use this tool. Go before I hurt myself. Okay, let's take a look at what's in here. This was from the giveaway that got from Case. He won it from V V Jose 32, Victor. He's another deck reviewer. He's got some fantastic stuff there. Okay, so here's what it comes with. Now, this also came with a magic trick, which Michael P. last night explained that it was the passport trick, which, as you can see, is a passport. So that's going to be something cool there. So here is a little sticker from Art of Play, which we're going to be talking about them later. If you saw my post from yesterday, that's going to be in the next, at 4 o'clock, we're going to be talking about all sorts of giveaways. My giveaways as well as other people's giveaways. That way you guys, we're going to try to put you in that direction. This is actually kind of cool because I didn't realize that it's actually the same. So are these connected, or are they just from the same, are they just both DMC? Passport to Elite V5s. I'm guessing these are the Elite V5s. We're going to open these and take a look at them. Ooh, this is interesting here. Let's see. So it's actually a plastic tuck case on the outside to protect the cards. I wonder if that's what Victor sent these in to protect them. That is pretty sweet. I've never seen a plastic tuck case. Now I'll have that for some fun stuff here. But then there's also the cellophane here. He keeps opening the chest of wonder over there, showing me the cards that he's got. Let's see here. They were fairly easy to open, so I think that is good. That is good. The tuck case it's sticky. It's sticky stuff. So the tuck case, it's kind of plain, but I like it. It's kind of like that matted red, almost like a playing card. Gold foil, Elites, Drummond Money, Couts, Be Love Believe. Fantastic. Elites. Got a 5 on the back. And some stuff on the bottom. Elites V5, designed by Philip Smith, manufactured by United States Playing Card Company. That's always a good sign. There is no seal. Nice and easy. So you know how I said before. So if it's a lower quality deck, then the case isn't going to open very easily. But this opened nice and smooth, just like the plastic case here did. Everything is nice quality. The cards come right out. And the interesting thing about these cards is that I do not know anything about them. So I just know the name, but I haven't seen anything about them. So it looks like there's more going on with this deck. So I love that I can actually see the comments here. Fantastic. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at this here and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. That's what. So this is going to be something that I'm really going to have to look at. I wonder if this is the marking system here. Whew, that's weird. But they got diamonds on the back, so I love that. So this must be the marking system card. So that's going to be something fun. And let's see, Elite, a history. Consistently voted as the world's. What is that? Is that what they call a crimp? Am I showing you the crimp? It's blurry anyway. They can't see. Consistently voted as the world's greatest marked deck for magicians, the Elites have grown to become a staple deck to many thousands of professional card handlers worldwide. Just like Michael P. was saying there, these things, I just don't know enough about them. I just saw that they came out and taking another quantum leap forwards. Now that is an awesome show. If you had the opportunity to watch Quantum Leap, that was one of my favorites. This time, British magician DMC and magic designer Philip Smith wished to include a stack dimension to the deck. Greatest systems ever devised. Wand Tumorez Genius Numeric Stack. Fantastic. Please use these cards responsibly. The creators accept no legal responsibility for the abuse or exploitation of these playing cards. So what that sounds like to me is that these cards are set up in such a way that we're talking high-end professional grade marking, which is kind of what they're saying there, that if you were to use these cards in a game, they require you to actually understand a little bit about cards. So that's always nice. So let's take a look at the jokers. So I'm familiar a little bit with the numeric stack. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Chris Ramsey's decks, the first playing cards, this is my awkward wink, they come in that same stack. You can read the markings from 5 feet away. Ooh, something's starting to appear here. Oh, that is awesome. That's going to take a little bit to get used to, but yeah, I see what you're saying. So there is a reveal on the Joker, so that's cool. So I will try to get the camera to focus. Ooh, what's going on there? Let's just be the camera. But I'm going to try to get it to focus on the back so we can kind of show you what it's talking about. As far as the markings, it's kind of like an optical illusion. Would you agree, Michael P? It's kind of like an optical illusion. The more you stare at it, the more an image starts to appear. And when you get fluent enough at reading it, you'll be able to notice it right away. It's weird because of the lighting and in the camera, it almost looks like there's a border around all these diamonds, but there's not. So, and the hearts too. So I wonder if there's other stuff going on in the deck. So when it's stacked like this, the nice thing is it's one of those decks that you can kind of take right out of the box and you can do a magic trick, which you can do magic tricks with bicycles as well. But when it's stacked like this, it's nice because it's one of those stacks that just says, hey, this deck is mixed. And then you can go right into a routine with it. So let's take a look at the back here and let's see if we can find something. So this is, I believe, is it called a crib? I think that's what David over at Magic Orthodoxy calls. It's called a crib. So this is the crib card, which basically gives away the markings. So let's take a look here. Oh, I see. Whew, that is sweet looking. I mean, if you don't even know what to look for, I mean, just looking at that card like this, you might not be able to see it. But the longer you look, let's see, who's the first person that can tell me what card it is? Based on the marking system. If it's even, is it visible on the camera like that? Can you see it, David? You can't see it? Here, let's get it closer for you. I can see, obviously I can see the face of the card, but I can see the marking as well. Try not to move it around too much. There we go. That should be good for you. You got it, Michael P. You got it. So that is fantastic. I mean, so here's how he read it, because here's the deal. K Studios was nice enough to give me this deck, okay, as well as the passport as part of the gift. So, and I've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about later that I'm sending out to you guys. All of it extra stuff. It's going to be fantastic. So I want to teach you everything that I have here because it's part of a community effort. Everything. So if you guys get a chance to get these cards, I already highly recommend them based on what I'm seeing already. So up here at the top, you can kind of see that there's a 4, and then there's a C for Sea of Clubs, or Sea of Clubs, yeah, Sea of Clubs. So let's come in here and let's take a look at this one.
Oh, that one popped right out.
What? Is it paused?
No, I have it to show you what it looks like on their end.
Oh, right. It's a little bit of a delay there on that side. So does anybody see what that is? Fantastic, Michael P. So you can tell just by looking, like, once your eyes acclimate to it, as you spread through the cards, I can literally tell what every, well, let's see if I can guess the card. Let's see. Is it an ace? King? Jack? Queen? 10. That one might be a tricky one because this one is ace of diamonds. So let's take a look at the crimp here. The crib, as it's called. The crib. Let's see here. There's other stuff going on here too. See that what is that? I don't know. there's some trippy stuff going on with this thing. So how do you tell the 10? At all. That was my mistake. So the 10 is actually an X. Go figure. 5. This has got to be the king of spades. Jack of diamonds. 8 of clubs. What's also interesting, like if you know the numeric stack, then you would already know what's coming next, which at one point I did know it because I had 3 different decks that I had set up as the numeric stack. But in this case, so as you can see, it kind of gets a little weird there because that is, that is what I was looking at for the one. This is a different 10, but can you see the X there? So I was looking at it, looking for a number. And it was
Roman numeral.
It's a Roman numeral. So a fantastic set of cards here. So I thank you so much, K Studios, and hopefully we can have a chance here to really start to build a really strong community for stuff like this. So there's some really nice. I think there might be more stuff, but let's take a look at the passport. It's pretty much all the same embossed. It looks pretty much the same except for on the back it's just the diamond. So opening this up, is it a real passport? Probably not. Got some doggos outside there. Passport, let's see. Is this a book? I think it's a book. Okay, I see what we're going on here. So passport, so this is going to be something that we might have to feature in multiple videos because it looks like a little passport, but it's actually a little magic book. Introduction to Monica. So that explains how to build that. Then you have something called the whole gang. So let's see, the whole gang. Toolkit, false shuffle. So that's fun. Toolkit, deck switch. The Stockwell, I think it's called a Stockwell. That's backwards. Is it back? I don't know if it's backwards to you. David has his phone up. But I kind of see it's interesting because I see where the delay is at, because where I'm at, I'm basically pre-recording. So I'm about 5 to 10 seconds behind of the live stream. So like I'm putting the book down right now, and let me take a look at the live stream that David's got up here to see how long it's taking. Okay, I just put the book down on the live stream. So yeah, I see where now I have a better idea of how long that pause is. There is some fantastic, there's a lot of stuff. Key quints. Ultimate Swapula. Gold. Getting control. Some references. That's going to be some pretty cool stuff to show you guys. There's a lot going on here. Also got this little sticker here, Art of Play. David, what? The Chris Browns? Darren Brown. Chris Brown, different guy. So I'm going to have to say, image is not reverse on it. I think we figured that out yesterday when I was doing my live practice. I had just finished up the we call it the Magic Jam with the Magic guys. There was a bunch of us on there. If you're a Patreon of them, then you get access. They were talking about doing it twice a month yesterday, because they did 2 this week. Just trying to get this thing in. I just finished up that Magic Jam, and I figured, why don't I just keep practicing with some cards and stuff, and I'll keep it going on a live stream, just practicing some stuff that we talked about. Let's see here. So this is kind of like this is the setup that I would like to have if I were going out. I'd have something like a blazer, because it's got so many pockets in it, and then in the pockets I've got stuff. Oh wow, that is amazing. That is nice. I do appreciate that. I'm still trying to figure out what happened with Pig Cake's giveaway, because I think he was giving away. He might have just been giving away the cards, though. I don't know if he actually had anything else to go with it. But so kind of what I want to show you here is I want to show you what I've got in my pockets. I might do more of an EDC thing later on, just to have it in a Steadfast video, but we'll talk about it a little bit here now, because we're talking about. We've got some nice cards. There's some mail stuff happening here. So if we're going to go out and perform, what are we going to have in our pocket? A tool. A tool. Apparently, got to have a knife with you. I don't usually. Sometimes I carry one, but sometimes I don't. Well, and what David's pointing out there, that's actually pretty fantastic. But we're going to talk about those in the next live stream. They've got to wait for all the goodies. Okay, they got to wait for them. Okay, so here's the Magic Jam. So basically what happens is it's a Zoom call with about 10 different people. Josh Norbito and Jason Marr leads the event. We've got some varying degrees of magicians. There's a really great guy. Follow him on Instagram, Overseer Bob. Okay. Every time that he's on screen, he was actually at a conference yesterday. So he was doing 2 different things at once, but he had a buddy of his with him. So while we were on the Magic Jam, somebody else joined the Patreon, his buddy that was there with him. And so we basically, all we do is we kind of just sit there with, got to get my cards out. So we just sit there with the cards. We talk pretty much talk about whatever we want to talk about. We talk about coin stuff. We talk about card stuff. And if you have a question, if your handling isn't quite right on something, then you just kind of ask them some questions. Yeah, I didn't get it. Did you watch the replay from yesterday? I didn't get a chance to watch the one from Thursday because I was at work that day, so I didn't get to participate. But that's kind of why they set up two of them this week, is so that we both had an opportunity, or that everybody had an opportunity to join. Yeah, well, like I said, they're going to try to figure out doing two different ones this next month. I don't know if we're going to be doing halfway points. My suggestion was, if you saw the comment, was I said, well, if we're going to do two of them, why don't we either have them set up where like one is specifically cards and one is specifically coins, or at the end of our Magic Jam, before we do our sign off, let's just say, hey, what do we want to do next time? That way we all have something ready for the next jam, basically. So I think that would give us something to look forward to, because there's a couple of people on there. Like one guy is, yeah. Oh. He's only been doing Magic since the shutdown last year. He started out with doing some cardistry, and he loved it, but he didn't feel like it gave him enough of a, like everybody wanted, like how do you say it? So basically he started out doing cardistry, and he would do like all this awesome stuff, and they're like, show us a magic trick. And he's like, I could do a magic trick, like something as simple as pick a card. You've got the 7 of spades there, right? So just keep a close eye on that, and you'll see that it just rises right to the top. As simple as that, you can learn in about 5 minutes. Fantastic move called the turnover pass. Or I can show you this cardistry that I learned. It took me hours and hours to get good at. So after the first month, he's like, I'm just going to switch the tricks because that's what people want to see anyway. So he has a love for the cardistry stuff, but he also does the magic stuff. So now he does magic. He goes out and performs. He actually has, you can call it a residency of sorts, but he has a local bar that he goes to and he works for tips every week. So it's that easy that he pretty much got that. I don't know. David's distracting me. I know, and that's especially because we've talked before about Jason's sense of humor, but very constructive in terms of what they help us do. And like I said, I showed him this move yesterday, and it just really, it took Jason 5 seconds to figure it out and to give me an idea of the handling of it. Because the way that he set it up was almost like, think about like a robot snake was the idea that he gave, the way that he kind of did it. So in order to join the Magic Jam, you have to be a Patreon of the Magic Guys, which I can put a link down below for you guys, or you can go check them out. I did send you on the Wild Goose Chase. I sent you over there. So you just join their Patreon. Usually they have the link in their description, and you do have to pay, I think it's $10 a month in order to get the Magic Jam. So it is a lot of fun. So something along the lines of like just, we figured out that it is actually better with like chunkier cards. For some reason, they just seem to work a little bit better. Maybe they have a better grip or something. Maybe it's because they're heavier. But it really just looks like this, like this S shape. And so Josh had a little bit of a tougher time getting it, but I think it was because of the lag. So we talked about stuff like that, which was like, I basically said, I'm doing something that I've been practicing, and I can't really seem to get the handling right. And then we kind of just talked our way through it. So it really worked out really nicely. because they asked what we had been working on, and I said the Twisted Rain. So I did that a little bit, and so yeah, so that is that's the Magic Chant, and I highly recommend it. If you have an extra $10 to spend, then I would take a look at it. It's just nice, you know, something extra to have.
I'll try that with these.
What do we got here? Is this the Nationals?
Mm-hmm.
Did I open these?
No.
Oh, these are new. These are new. These are the Nationals. Here's the box. David he's got stuff he's been playing with. So for the first time for your live stream pleasure, you get to see the National playing cards from Theory 11. Fantastic. Hand that off screen there. So what we're going to practice, the little bit of a roughness to them. Just trying to get this idea down for you. Like, the best cards that we found that it worked with was the first V3s. So these are some nice looking cards here. So that's what the Nationals look like. I'm guessing they're like old school king and queens. Here's what the pips kind of look like. They have more of a oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, those are nice. Hearts. Yeah, I think right now I have 3 different things that I'd pay for. I have Roberto Blake that I subscribe to. I have the Magic Guys, and then I have Magic Orthodoxy, so I get that extra. These are nice too. They've got that Theory 11 kind of a chunkiness to them that makes them really nice to handle. Fantastic. Okay. So back to what we got in my pockets here. I just want to keep this rolling for you guys. So I have the Killer Bees today. I have those in my right pocket. So that would kind of be my standard, like what I would use. That's my flashy deck. I've also got my magnets. You know, I like to have the magnets. I've also got this, right? So this is actually a weird one, right? I gotta get it set up. You hear that? So what actually happens? Oh, ooh. Did you see that? That was kind of weird, wasn't it? What happened there? Oh, I kind of hurt the knuckle there when I did that. It kind of. Oh, see that? little joke there that Jay Sankey put up this last week. He's been doing a lot of shorts. And this is kind of one of those funny jokes. I actually combined something that I got from Pig Cake, which is kind of like I actually have a removable thumb. I just got to pull it out a little bit. You hear that? And then I can actually pull that right off of there. So by creating a little bit of a sound, snapping your fingers, it sounds like you're breaking or pulling out the joint. And then you can go right into another move. So it kind of separates it and turns it into something else. But this is fun because it's kind of a joke. And either you can get it and you can kind of laugh, or you don't, where you're just like, watch this, I got something weird with my fingers where I can actually have it disappear. So it's just a funny little thing that you can do just to mess with somebody, because some people, their brain will be like, way to go. So fun stuff there. Let's see what else I got in my pocket here. Okay, so I always like to carry some coins. In this pocket, I have my 5 different coins. I'm still working on the flourish. And also, I got to use the tabletop here. I'm going to move you a little bit more so you can see the table. This is the one that I've been working on. I just want to make sure that I can get it for you real nice. That's okay. That was meant to happen. Don't laugh at me. Okay, so here, real easy. The first coin just comes across just like that. That's how fast that one goes. The second one, you'll actually hear it as it clinks into the hand. And there it is, right? So I got that just like so. So then we've got these two right here. But just like so, if you can shake your hand, it'll actually make all three of them come together. And then we've got the last one that needs to go, right? Just like that. Can I borrow your hand? Okay. Right in there, just like so. And you can see all four coins are already over there. So it was a little sloppy for a little bit of it, and I will try to do it at better angles. I just had to borrow his hand. But that is the PDQ2. Pretty darn quick is what that's called. So I've been practicing that one. So I've got that one. I do have another coin here. I guess that's David's now. There it is. Found it. Okay. So that is my coin routine that I've been working on. It does require a surface in order to create that illusion of dropping the coins. So that's what I carry over there. I know, big hand for David. Thank you, David, my magical assistant. Okay, what I have in my pocket here today is I've got two different things for you here. I have, of course, my empty box. That's all it is just an empty box. Very nice. Flashing all over the place, but you know what that's all about. You guys have been here. You've seen what I do with that. So what I really like about the idea of this is that I can actually go into the routine where if I can do it correctly, I can actually open the box without flashing, show you the box, and then hopefully be able to reload it while I'm doing a misdirection or talking so that I can actually set that up right at the beginning. So there's that. And then I also have this one. Because I do have right here, I do have my, I'm not sure I'm a fan of this because let's take a look at this. I kind of like the colors of it, but look at the size of this. I could almost I'm gone, That's how big that is. So you ever see those videos where they do that with the dogs? They'll hold up the blanket and then they'll drop it. And the dogs some of them just freak out because they don't know where the person went. So I like the idea of, I might not have both of these on me when I start going out and walking. So here's my thoughts for you guys. Because I want to make sure that I'm in frame here. So here's my big question for you. Which one do you think would be better out in public? One, two, or both? So that's really the question. Which one do you think would be a better trick to have with me when I'm out and about? Because we'll talk a little bit about my thoughts on it. How far behind am I on there?
I'm thinking 10 seconds.
So do you think that both of them could be used, or do you think I should only do one box trick? What's your guys' thoughts since you're here?
Which one of them actually needs a table?
So that's a good point. Which one actually needs the table? So this one is a table trick. This one can be done
and handed to somebody.
Yeah. So what's really nice about this is that I can show you the empty box and then reload with misdirection, and then I can actually say, okay, now that we have that out of the way, go ahead and hold on to this box. And then they could hold it just in their hands like this little box, and then we go through the trick, and I say, now go ahead and open the box. And there it is. So this trick is really nice because just like we were talking about with the coins, I have 3 different tricks with the coins that I've been trying to do that require more coins, and that is PDQ2 coins across. They're both table tricks, and then there's also fireflies, which is a all standing up type of routine. So I want to have both sit down and stand up type of stuff. That, and I think that's an excellent point. I think it's something that maybe if I were to have it, maybe it's in like if I get like a briefcase or something to carry with me, kind of like how Jason has his trolley, then maybe this is something that if I do have a table, then I'll be like, oh, what can I show you guys? And then I can just produce this trick. So who was it that I was watching? Yeah, there's a guy on, there's an old magician. He's probably passed away now, but he was a guy that, if you go on YouTube, you can watch it. If I find it, I'll link it to you. He's basically at like a party, just some type of wedding or something like that, where he's got a big, nice decorated table, and he's sitting there doing tricks with it. But he's also, you can also watch a different part of the video where he's walking around and doing roving stuff. So if you do have an event where you have the opportunity to be at a table, and then you have the ability to walk around, maybe do some stage stuff, then it might be a good idea to have that as part of that repertoire. But something to keep in mind is this ball, as you can see, it doesn't stay still. This ball likes to roll, people. So that's something to keep in mind, that when you have a trick like this, that the ball will roll away. And the better you get with stuff like that, you obviously don't want it to fall. It's okay if stuff falls. If you drop cards, just make a joke about it and move on. It happens. Jason actually pointed something out yesterday where he had an event where basically he was doing a throwing trick. So the card went up into the air and the wind caught it and it just blew away. And he's like, well, that one didn't look too good. And then they moved on, you know? So it's just, that's what you got to do, especially if you're working outside. So the other thing I like to carry is a regular quarter. I do like the idea of doing like the bite away quarter, the fake quarter. I like the idea of that. I haven't really, I don't know if it's something that I would perform with. If I do like the idea, like I said, I do like these funny little gags. I think they're kind of fun. All I'm doing is really just bending, but the brain can play tricks on you. So it's just something, it's just one of those nice things where it's like, oh, it's gone. So it's a funny gag, and that's the same thing I would do here. Maybe a one-off or something like that, or this is the type of trick that you could do in between tricks where you're like, what do I got going on here? Oh, let me tell you a story about how I lost my finger that one day, you know, something like that. Just throw it in there as just a funny little transitional piece, especially if you're going to do something with coins. You can make that work. So I carry a regular quarter. I do carry a gold. Is it $1? Yeah, it's a $1. This is a gold dollar. So I carry that one. And then I also carry the 50-cent piece. So this 50-cent piece is something that everybody has somebody in their family who collects coins and stuff. This one belonged to my grandfather, so I try to keep it as close as possible. But sometimes I end up losing it. But what's nice about these is that they don't float too far away, because you can bring them right back just like that. So that's one that I've been doing on the channel from pretty much. That's just it's a French drop. If you don't know how to do the French drop, you gotta learn it. If you're gonna do coin stuff, the French drop is the one that you're gonna want to have. And it's gone. Who knows where it might reappear. The glories of being off camera, right, David? Because of course he can see everything that I'm doing. There's another one that I like that I kind of learned a long time ago. This one's a higher level thing that requires a lot more skill. You throw it into the air, and if you watch it very carefully, it's up here now. See, they're burning the hand, but it falls back into the hand. Don't burn the hand. It's getting hot. So Lucy is the cutest, right? That's my youngest. She's been in a couple of videos, right? I do a coin trick like that where I throw it into the air, just as simple as that. I mean, it might have even fooled you guys, right? Did that fool you guys?
I was paying attention.
It helps when they're not paying attention, right? So basically, you throw it into the air. There's actually a rule, and this is from Rick Holcomb. If you're not watching his coin stuff and you like coins, you got to go check him out. If you're going to do magic with a coin, you want it to stay in the same hand. So what is the point of putting it to this hand and then to throw it? Makes sense, right? Obviously, that was a good pass. But here's the deal. Here's the thing. She thinks it lands on the ceiling fan. for 10, 15 minutes, she's like, you got to get it back down. It's up on the fan. So even if I've already shown her that the coin is back, she'll still think it's up on the fan. What a fun time it is to have the imagination of a child. Okay, so I've got inside pockets. That's what's nice about this. Today I'm carrying the dragons. Why am I carrying the dragons? You guys know. Stop teasing, David. He's got stuff over here. He's got stuff for you. But not yet. Not yet. So the dragons. Go ahead and tell me to stop whenever.
Stop whenever.
Hey. Okay.
Good, stop. Good to go.
Stop right there. Kim, you want to say stop?
Stop.
Okay, right there. Okay. Ansel, you want to say stop? I got multiple people here today. Okay. Stop right there.
Stop. You're going.
So we've got 3 cards. You can see them? Good, they can see them. Okay, I've got 3 spectators today. It's fantastic. So into the deck they go, as long as I don't flash anything. We don't like being in the flash zone. What? We don't like people being in the flash zone. Not only is it the flash zone, but you guys aren't even in shot. That's not fun. This is what I call the Soaring Dragons, right? You gotta love the Soaring Dragons. You guys love the Soaring Dragons?
No.
Maybe? Okay, so you remember the Soaring Dragons, right? So as dragons when they're first born, they can't fly, but over time, you just gotta let them go. And they fly away because they're wild dragons. They're wild dragons. You can't keep them contained. But in case you guys are wondering, the flying dragons are these your cards?
Yep, those are the cards.
Those are the cards. The wild dragons got away. Look, I'm not a Targaryen. I can't control dragons. So they just fly. So what I've done there is I've created the trick is the rubber band trick. But I've created this effect where if it goes wrong and I don't catch the cards, because it looks better when you catch them when they come out of the deck, but I've created this effect where if it goes wrong and the cards fall on the floor, I've already got jokes ready, and they're pretty natural. So that's why I carry these ones, because I've always got the rubber bands on them on my arm here. Let's see if I can do it. This is going to be the tricky one here. You watching? You're watching? I'm literally here, which is funny, right? The people that I have here with me aren't even watching. That's the funny part. But you guys are still watching, right? So it goes this way, goes this way, goes this way. And then if you watch very carefully, they're not actually connected at all. So rubber band tricks are fun. You should always have some. So I keep them right there. Plus I've got these. I should buy actual professional ones. So that will actually probably be something I should do. But yes, so I have the dragons just in case I want to make myself look bad. And in reality, I mean that as a joke, but I also mean that in the sense that my sense of humor allows me to play tricks on myself. So if something goes wrong, I'm okay with that, because I'm actually self-deprecating humor, not like inappropriate humor, but self-deprecating where I'm okay if I look bad, because that's kind of the point. I'm just having fun out here. 7-Eleven cards. this is really the trade-off. Like, why have multiple decks of cards? Well, if you're gonna have something like this, which is probably a whole routine in itself. That's the nice thing about this whole set, is that if you're going to have this, you could probably do a whole 20-minute set with just this deck. If you're good enough to do card magic by itself, but you also want to have coins. And so today I'm carrying the 7-Eleven cards, and something else that I might have is I might have one gaff deck, one regular deck, like a bicycle deck or something like that, and then I might have something like this, which is a stack. The nice thing about something like that is that if you show them the cards, they're clearly mixed up, which is good. But if they want to shuffle them, then that is why having a prepared trick, you want to have other stuff in mind as well. But here's the problem. So here's what you got to keep in mind. I'm going to give you a little bit of a snippet thing that I keep in the back of my mind. So imagine you're going to try to do the Chicago opener, right? And you guys already know how the Chicago opener works. But imagine if the spectator doesn't want you to just go into the trick and start doing stuff. Imagine the spectator basically says, I want to shuffle the cards. So here's what we got to do, right? So you say, can you shuffle cards? You can shuffle cards? Here you go. Go ahead and shuffle these cards. Okay. Did you guys see anything that I did? He wasn't looking. She's way over there. She's over there. So basically all I did was I got 2 cards, but that's fine. You know, I took the bottom card off. So that's something that you want to keep in mind, that when you're out performing, this is what I'm thinking about as well. I'm doing my live practices because I want to get used to performing, but I want to get used to and be ready for the fact that somebody might say, hey, just go ahead and shuffle the cards. I don't trust you. You know, like, because why would you trust a magician, right? So I've also got this that I like to start carrying. This is basically just a business card wallet. And the reason why I carry that is because I can load it, extra card, boom, done. Okay, and I can put it, I love multiple outs. If you're not familiar with it, you should become familiar with it. So now I've got it in my pocket already. It's an extra card. If I'm using a deck, it's already done. And then I say, okay, I make the card disappear. The card's gone, and I say, but look, you can go ahead and reach in my pocket, or I can reach into my pocket. I pull out. That's where I keep my business cards, but if you look very closely, you'll see your card. Now, if you're doing a signed card trick, well, probably don't do that. Probably do something else. But these are all the things that I'm trying to think about as I'm going forward into performing and doing different things like that. So if you guys have any ideas about different, like, we're talking about behind the scenes techniques, because, oh, here's one. And David's going to be on camera here because he's got to show you some stuff. Completely unbeknownst to him. Okay. So here's what we got here. We got the ace of spades, right? Almost. I'm getting there. Almost. Nope, missed that one. Anyway, that's a side thing. Okay. So what we've been practicing is that I actually just learned this yesterday, not the handling of it, but I learned Josh Norbito taught us what it was actually meant for. So I'm going to show you what it was actually meant for. Okay. So you know that I have this, and you know what I'm doing is the back palm. Okay. I'm still not very good at it, but I'm not terrible. Okay. So here's what it was actually meant for. I come out on stage. Hello, hello. Okay, it's already there, but here's what I'm doing, right? So now I'm basically showing you like this, and then you go, and again, I'm very sloppy with it, but you can show everything, and you can basically keep this card hidden. That's what it was actually meant for. If you've got your coat, you're showing them, like, there's nothing in my hands, there's nothing in my coat, and you're just moving that card around, and then you can produce that card after you've done this whole routine. So that's what's interesting about the back palm, is I guess it was never actually meant. It wasn't meant to be a vanish. It was meant to be a production, rather, the opposite. it. Like you wouldn't start with it and then make it disappear and then make it reappear. You would actually start with it vanished and then do all of this fancy stuff to show people stuff. And then at some point you would make it appear. So that is a little history lesson here. That was interesting to learn. Now there's one other thing that I carry. Some rope. Because you never know when you're going to want to get tied up. See, David's got rope. So I'm actually still working on these tricks. I'm not really. This is actually the hoodwink from Jason. Not Jason. Let me take a breather here. Okay, Jay Sankey, right? He gives away stuff on his channel. Probably about every week he does a giveaway. Maybe, especially since last year, he's really been picking it up. So I won this from that giveaway. It's basically a shoestring. It's like you can put it in your hoodie. That's why it's called a hoodwink thing. But I can't do all of the tricks with it that I'd like to be able to do because it's not stretchy like a normal rope would be. But I'll show you this one. So this is the, I call it the knot trick because it's, well, you'll get it here in a second. So knot. Who's there? A knot. Because I did it wrong. Because apparently I'm not very good at tying knots. On the live. That's what happens. I mess up. It's weird. This is actually a weird trick because whenever I do this in practice, it works. But whenever I do it on live, apparently I mess up. Okay. Knot. Who's there? Not a knot. Okay. So you get it. It's lame. It's fun. Okay. The other one that I like that I'm still kind of working on is the fastest. This is the fastest shoelace, shoe knot. Still working on it. Let's see if I can get it. So this is kind of long too. So I don't know. That one and that one does nothing. Yeah. So I'm still working on that one, but I like that one. If I could actually do it. So a knot here, just creating a loop, bringing them towards themselves, grabbing. I think I grabbed on the wrong side. Yeah, I'm still practicing the rope stuff because I want to get really good at it, and I want to show you it without just telling you what I'm doing, just because it looks good. But I always keep some rope. I might actually have to go out and buy some nice ropes so I can do the cut and restored rope stuff and this routine that Doug Kahn taught on his channel. I do apologize for my lackluster performance with the rope. But we do have, that is everything that I carry in my pockets, I think. I've already got this back in here. So everything goes in my pockets somewhere where I know where it's at. So pocket. Normally, I keep this in my right pocket with my phone. Okay, because I do have, I've shown you on the channel before, I do have the coin to phone trick. So I do like keeping that in my pocket. However, be careful because if you'll notice, your phone has a little lip on it. So your coin can get caught. And when you go to, if you're just pulling out of your pocket, it'll catch the coin. And I dropped it. So you got to be careful because if I didn't realize that I dropped it, then it would have been gone forever. So keep that in mind. I always keep a couple of extra coins on me just for that purpose. They go right in here. Now, here's the interesting thing. This particular blazer actually has a coin pocket inside the pocket. So I can actually just keep these coins separated from everything else right in that pocket. My magnets, these are just a little fun joke. You just create some movement with them. I also have done the reveal with them. There you go. I've done the reveal with them where I'll have the magnets sitting there. You can kind of play with them. I'll take the card and put them in there, and I'll set it up there so you can see the back of the card, so it's in front of you the whole time. So it gives you a little something that you can set the stage with, rather. So I think that's something interesting to keep in mind. As far as where that doesn't have a special spot. These, I like keeping my regular cards, depending on what I'm doing. Like if I'm going to go out and perform, I'm not sure where I want to have my cards at. But like I've got my bicycle cards, or my beat up cards might go in my right pocket just because it gets bumped so much. Dragons, I like, I just keep those kind of right in there. And what else do I have? 7-Elevens. So 7-Elevens, I have that bottom pocket, which the nice thing about that is that is the pocket that also contains my little card wallet there. So that's something to keep in mind, that you want to know where everything's at, but you can also still pretend like you don't remember. Like, where did I put that thing? Make some noise with some stuff. But yeah, so I think in terms of what I would carry, I have the card to wallet, so it's actually quite interesting that like I have the little card wallet, and then I have the card shows up in the box. So all of those things are quite interesting, where you could actually do that as well. You don't even have to show the box. I mean, obviously it's empty if you want to make it more mystifying, but you can bring the box out and say, I have a box here. Okay. But if you want to do multiple outs, it's something you can do, is you can say, I have a box in my pocket. The box has a card in it. And that's a nice little card to box, or you can do card to wallet, multiple outs. I also have something that I will show you here on my phone. These cards should be coming in the mail in a month or two, in April. These are the luxury knocks, but I opened my phone with a little bit of Z power, and what you'll notice is I actually have a card reveal on my phone, which doesn't seem to want to show up on the camera. We'll see if it shows up on the live on David's end. Can you see it?
Wait it up.
So on camera, it's kind of showing up there when I get really close. There you go. 10 of diamonds. So I also have a card to phone type of trick, which I really like doing because I've shown you this before, is I can go into the card to coin and say, hey, for extra security, or I can do like, my phone actually has the ability to transfer information, and I'll tap the deck, and then I'll show you that I've actually got the card on the deck, which is great. But then the next thing that I can do is I can go right into coin to hand. So I can actually load the coin while I'm doing the reveal for the card, and then I can say, hey, how about I show you a little bit what else my phone can do. I actually have, it has a really good security system, so I store my money on there, and then you produce the coin. So I have a transfer, and I'm building these things together. I also have the Rubik's Cube, but I don't, that's just because it's something to keep me busy. But I don't know any Rubik's Cube magic. I do know the tricky one, which I think I've already mixed it up. It's already solved. Yeah, so that one is that's one that I taught on the channel there. Kind of taught it, kind of just showed it. Amazon has for about $32, they have a Rubik's Cube magic kit, which comes with a couple of different props and stuff that I considered getting, because I want to start getting into reviewing magic kits and stuff. So if you ever see anything like that you want to get, just let me know and I'll put together a list. But let's go ahead and show you what's in here. That way we can wrap this up, because we gotta prepare for the 4 o'clock live. We're gonna have giveaways, all sorts of stuff happening there. Tool, he's the tool guy.
Rule 9.
What? Rule 9?
Look at that.
I'm probably very excited to be able to say this is my first official time somebody has sent me something for the channel. So thank you to Khan for the Card Shark combo. This is the Svengali deck. I don't know what else is in here, too. I just opened it. This is the Bicycle Trick deck, the Stripper deck. This is something you can find on his website. I will link everything down below. And this is the Visible deck. So all the things that he's had on his channel recently, and that's what we have here. I also have a little thing. This might be invoice. But let's see. I don't want to read anything unless it's supposed to be read. So let me see what it says before I read it. Okay, fantastic. So what this says is, hi, Jesse. Hey, Jesse, not hi. Hey, Jesse. This is our Card Shark combo. Enjoy, Doug Kahn. Boom. This is night looking at a couple of things. So I'll be ordering something from there. But these are the 3 things that we're going to feature on Wednesday. Some very nice decks. Boom, from Doug Kahn. Absolutely excited about that. Thank you so much, Doug. Thank you so much, K Studios. Thank you for the 3 people and the 3 likes. Absolutely fantastic. I hope we can get some more people on. Later, we're going to have a full hour talking about giveaways. And if you haven't checked out my post from yesterday, there's an Art of Play giveaway going on for potentially $1,000 gift card from Art of Play. It's one of those raffle type deals. You get points for everything that you do. If you go to Instagram, Facebook, was there a Facebook one? Yeah, Facebook one. If you share it with people, so I shared my link with you guys. So if you click on that, there's a secret code. If you have a problem finding that, it's on Instagram. I'm going to do that. That way you're not like looking all over the place. It's on Instagram. It's just go through the recent posts. You'll find the secret word. You have a chance to win $1,000 on Art of Play. We're going to talk about that later in more detail. All the other giveaways that are going on right now. So hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys for showing up. And remember, stay positive, stay active, and stay awesome. And we will see you at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Depending on where you are, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you then. Just going to hang out for another couple of seconds, but I'm just getting everything taken care of here. But we'll see you then. There we go. Yeah, I'm hanging out because if you guys are commenting something, I want to make sure I catch it before I leave. So I will be signing off here at about 1:20, just so you guys know. But you guys can go ahead and head out. I'm just waiting for any extra. If no comments come in here, I'm going to shut it down. But just want to give it time for everything to catch up.
You want to try a double fan with these? Just wait here. Wait.
Thank you, Michael P. Try it fast. Okay, here we go. We're going to try it fast. Yeah, it's a little better.
Yeah, you get it down with the orbit. That looks really nice.
Still trying it. Still trying it. I've gotten it a couple times. Beautiful. Top one's not bad. So it must be, it's the bottom one that I'm mixing up down here. So it's only a matter of time. You know, and to tell you the truth, it's definitely not a trick that you want to do if you have asthma. Not that I have asthma, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, hold tighter. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, the that trick is it makes you lightheaded if you're practicing it multiple times. The hand strength. That's what it's all about. That's okay. David will just let me take him home. Yeah, don't do that trick in for a public audience.
Yeah, you can't really suck through the mask. If you can.
You can on some of them.
You should.
Or just put some sticky stuff on them. That was one of them. That was an idea that Jay Sankey said early on last year, was that you could basically show up with your mask on, and then the whole time have a card in the mask, and then make a card disappear toward like either at the beginning or towards the end or whatever, and just say, oh man, I gotta breathe a little bit, and then as you pull it down, it starts exposing the card. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try. Now the top one was. Not bad. Not bad.
Ready for the teaser?
David's been teasing you with something the whole time. Okay, how about this? Go ahead, David. Go ahead. We'll tease him a little bit. There we go. We'll tease him a little bit. Okay, we're gonna tease you. Okay, here we go.